Think about a baby diaper or a sanitary pad. We tend to view them as simple, folded pieces of cotton. But look closer, and you'll find they are actually highly engineered, medical-grade textiles. These products have to execute a demanding physical job. They must manage fluid dynamics in a fraction of a second, withstand the constant friction of human movement, and safely neutralize biological odors without irritating the skin. Designing a single perfect prototype that hits all those marks in a lab is difficult, but reliably manufacturing millions of them day after day while strictly complying with complex international health regulations, that is a logistical gauntlet. Navigating that gauntlet is exactly what Guangzhou Shenghongda Hygiene Products does. They operate as a specialized global manufacturer, managing the entire production lifecycle for international brands. Operating out of a state-of-the-art facility spanning over 8,000 square meters, Shenghongda leverages more than 2 decades of engineering and raw material procurement expertise to build these products from scratch. Competing in the global hygiene market relies on a rigid, flawless 6-step manufacturing pipeline to translate abstract concepts into compliant physical realities. The process begins with steps 1 and 2, consultation and sampling. This is where a brand's target budgets, specific sizing dimensions, and exact material choices are mapped out and locked into a physical, testable prototype. Before any synthetics are introduced, the ecological baseline is set. Shenghongda requires that the raw fluff pulp used in their products is strictly sourced from FSC, the Forest Stewardship Council, certified forests, guaranteeing sustainable logging practices. Then comes the physics of absorption. This diagram breaks down superabsorbent polymer, or SAP, cores. These particles rapidly drink liquid, swelling into a solid gel. Once converted, the reaction is virtually irreversible. You cannot squeeze the liquid back out, preventing dangerous moisture from re-wetting human skin. But polymers alone aren't enough. The primary engineering challenge here is localized saturation. If fluid hits one specific spot too quickly, a single core will overwhelm and fail before the surrounding particles can activate. To solve this, Shenghongda uses dual-core rapid liquid diffusion technology. Looking at this top-down schematic of the internal core, liquid hitting the center is instantly channeled. It splits into pathways driving moisture forward and backward, utilizing the entire surface area. The prototyping phase engineers a microscopic chemical trap for fluids, perfecting the mechanics before mass production ever begins. After locking in the prototype, the pipeline moves to step 3, packaging design, and step 4, production. Once the final brand artwork and mandatory compliance marks, like the European Union's CE mark, are secured, human hands step back. High-speed, fully automated machinery takes over the floor. The system rapidly combines those SAP cores with 360-degree elastic stretch bands and ultra-soft, breathable cottony backsheets. Operating machinery at that velocity is a massive liability without strict verification. This triggers step 5, the quality control gauntlet. The first mandatory checkpoint is the fluid strike-through test. Technicians verify that the dual cores are still absorbing liquid at the exact rapid rate calculated during the lab phase, ensuring zero leakage off the line. Next comes tension testing. The 360-degree elastic waistbands and easy tear side seams are violently pulled to guarantee they won't snap under sudden mechanical stress. Automated sensors then run a weight consistency check. This guarantees that the exact same volume of raw material is distributed evenly inside every single unit. Finally, text audits ensure that the consumer bags and the outer shipping cartons perfectly match the legal and regulatory language required by international customs. This 4-part automated gauntlet serves a singular purpose, guaranteeing that unit number 1 million performs exactly as flawlessly as the very first lab prototype. The final link in the chain is step 6, logistics. Cleared production batches are carefully stuffed into shipping containers, maximizing every inch of cargo space while heavily protecting the textiles from damaging ocean moisture. To physically move this volume, Shenghongda routes its output through a primary export gateway, Xiamen Port. Following customs clearance, the factory dispatches global ocean freight across 5 continents, delivering containers to the Americas, Europe, Africa, Southeast Asia, and the Middle East. Getting a container onto a ship is straightforward. Getting it accepted through strict foreign customs requires a hidden architecture of trust. For Shenghongda, This trust is built on their adherence to ISO 9001 quality management and ISO 14001 environmental certifications. To validate these standards, the factory undergoes rigorous field audits by SGS, a leading third-party inspection agency, providing the reliability data required by major international retail brands. The seamless availability of high-performance personal care products on store shelves worldwide is no accident. It is the direct result of uniting advanced material science, rigid quality control, and ecological responsibility inside one closed-loop facility.